As you guys come on, just hang out. I'm waiting, just kind of chilling. I wanted to get on a couple minutes early, so just hang tight. And as soon as Evan gets on, I will bring him on live. So just bear with me. And welcome, everybody. Christy, Jeff, what else we got? Jill. Welcome all. Super excited for this interview, guys. I was just checking some info out on Evan. Just his wait till you guys hear his YouTube numbers. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, let's see. Hello, Christy. Don't worry, I'll cut all this fluff out of the beginning before I post it to Facebook. And I was also checking out, Evan's got, I know it's probably backwards writing. Ooh, we got Evan, we got him, he's here. Let me add him in. All right. Connecting.
What's up, man?
Evan, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Love the energy. How are you?
Energetic. Excited for this chat.
Nice, man. Cool.
I was just, I got in a few minutes early. A few people started popping on. I was just telling them a little bit about.
Built to serve. There it is.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, man. We're close. We're close to launching. I got to get back to like signing more copies and promotion and everything else. But I'm pumped, man. Pumped to be here.
So, guys, this is Evan Carmichael, and I'm going to let him tell you, a lot about his accolades and all that. But I want to give you my view of how I see Evan Carmichael. Evan Carmichael, to me, and I don't know if you've ever heard it. By the way, man, I love your haircut. Anyhow,
right? We're twins. We got the
right?
black. It's great.
It's awesome, man. I didn't even get the memo, but I just knew, But Evan, to me, is like a modern day Napoleon Hill. Okay, I don't know if you've ever been paralleled like that before, Evan, but he doesn't just consume other people's content. He studies experts and gurus. He studies all the best experts out there, and then he teaches through his social media with an incredible level of creativity. If you've not been to his site, if you've not been to his YouTube or Instagram, it's just incredible creativity. So tell them a little bit more about you, Evan.
I think that's great, man. I don't need that's the best introduction ever.
I don't think that's true, but I'll take that. So Infinite Game Mindset is the name of our group. It's IG Nation, okay? And we are all about personal development from every side of the story. Health, wellness, business, sales, marketing, relationships, just mindset, overcoming your past, all these things. So I know you've got a short window of opportunity today. I was talking to your assistant, and we got about 20 minutes or so. So what I was hoping you might do is share some of your top tips, whether they're yours or, collaborated from all the people you've studied, on how people are going to win the long game in life.
So it starts with understanding that you could be the best in the world at something. I like to say everybody's got Michael Jordan level talent at something. You could be the best. You're the best in the world at something. But it's probably not what you went to school for or what your parents are doing or what's kind of happening in your community, right? And so a lot of people are feeling like they have a lot more gears inside them, a lot more levels, but they don't know, they don't know how to do it. They don't know where to go. And so just believing in your heart that you could be the greatest in the world at something is the starting point. Next, I would say, understand that you're built to serve. We popped up the book, but humans are built to serve. So if you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. There it is. So either serving the world, right? Like we want to have us here, we've got big missions. Your audience, probably, big missions. People watching me have a big mission. But some people aren't built to serve the world. They're built to serve the closest people to them. So their closest friends and family, right? The 25 closest people to them. But if you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. And so when you can combine those two things of believing that you could be the greatest in the world at something and then finding a way to then serve other people through those talents and skill sets, that's the thing that helps you win the long game forever. So you care about helping people with their mindset. It has to come from a place where when you were younger, you didn't have a great mindset and you hated your life. And then you found something, whether it was a book or video or an event or something, that then helped you get out of the funk you were in, and now you're obsessed with teaching other people how they can do it too, right? Like your purpose comes from your pain. I mean, I don't know your story, but that's what it is. And I'm sure you could shed a lot more light and specifics on it. But here's the thing: when you're 95 years old, you're still gonna love helping people with their mindset. Like it's not something that you get tired of. It's like, okay, I'm 50 now, so I'm done. Like it's forever. And I want people to find that, because when you find the work that doesn't feel like work, that fills your soul, that you want to do forever, that's how you win, to your question, the long game.
In our group about habits, rituals, and standards. Habits, rituals, and standards. And you've been on stage with guys like Ed Milet, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, all these people. And there's commonalities across the board there. Can you share any of that in terms of habits, rituals, and standards?
And I've studied them all, right? I mean, I think I've studied more than most people in terms of the content and everything we put up. So not just people alive, but people who've passed. One, they believed in themselves to carry something through. Most people don't. You get a crazy idea, you tell your friends, they tell you you're crazy, you tell your mom, she tells you you're crazy, and then that's often the end of it. So these people believed in themselves to chase it down, right? The old quote, whether you believe you can and you can't, you're right. Second, they got started. A lot of people have great ideas, they just don't do anything with them. A lot of people watching now, you've got great ideas. That thing that came to you can serve, can help. You don't need to be where you are in the same spot next year. You can grow. You've got a fantastic idea. You're just not doing anything on it. People don't start enough. And then the third thing is they just kept going. They kept following through. They kept pushing. They kept doing it. They kept seeing. They kept trying. They didn't quit when it got hard. So the belief in yourself, the courage to start, and then the conviction to keep following through are traits that I found across everybody who's had success, whether you're an entrepreneur, a speaker, an author, a musician, an artist. Everybody who's had success follows those three things.
So, now that you've mentioned that a bunch of times, I'm catching the idea here that, and I can't wait to get the book, that it is going to be about finding your passion.
Yeah, so I go through a 3-step process. Who is figuring out leapfrogs off my first book. Like, what's your most important one word? What's your most important core value? So, like, if you have to pick a single most important core value for you. Don't worry about it being perfect right now, but what would you pick? I didn't hear it. You cut out. I'm still not hearing you. Something with the headphones.
Fun.
There we go. Okay. Now we hear it. So, all right, just by knowing that, you know that whenever you're not happy, it's because there's no fun. If you're working with a client, or you're making content, or you're in a relationship, if there's no fun, you're going to be unhappy. So you need to bring on people who you can have fun with. You need to hire a team that you can have fun with. You need to be in a relationship where you can have fun with. I'm catching an echo on myself. I don't know if that's still coming through your side.
I think that's because I pulled the headphones. Let me ask you one question. While you're talking, I'm going to grab a wired set of headphones. All right? So somebody's 40 years old.
So here's better. You talk while you go get the thing.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a mobile phone, isn't it?
Right?
It's a mobile phone. Somebody's 40 years old. They want to break out of, a mundane job, a frustration factor, but they feel like they're in a prison, right? They can't just. A lot of people just think, I can't just quit my job. I can't do this. So, what are some things you found that people are able to do to transition from a world of just chasing money to the world of finding your passion?
Okay, we'll let him put his headphones in. There we go. Now we're really matching. Matching. See, we got the iPhone headphones matching. Great. First step is find a job that actually makes you somewhat happy in your learning. Like, the point of having a job is to learn, not just to get paid, but to learn. So a lot of people have ambitions to want to be XYZ, but they're in a totally different career path. So if you're not willing to burn it all and go all in on this new crazy idea because you don't have money or runway or anything else, great. Start with finding a job in the field that you want to get into eventually as a potential entrepreneur. Like, if you're going to a job that you absolutely hate, and you hate your boss, and you hate your team members, and you hate what you're doing, it's so easy for that to drain all of your energy that you come home and it's really hard to then go work on anything else. You just want to die on the couch. But if you're in a business where at least you're learning and you're getting mentorship and you're improving yourself and you're figuring out how this new industry works, it's a lot easier to come home and keep doing your thing. So I'm looking first for a job that's going to be my setup to the next thing. Next, do I understand how I'm going to serve? Do I understand what my next thing is going to be or not? Like, if you know, great, then you start on the side, part-time, while you have this job. If you don't, then that needs to be your immediate priorities to figure out, how can you serve? How can you help? What's the idea that's going to help get you to the next level?
Awesome. I love that. So I believe a lot of people in the infinite game mindset have side hustles, and they're trying to leverage social media in general. And it's a struggle. It's been a struggle for me to really grow my social following. And when I look at just
there it is.
Ridiculous numbers, dude, just ridiculous numbers. You've got one video here that has over 6 million hits. I believe you have close to 500 million views. Is that correct?
Yeah, 300 something, 350 or something.
Okay, and 200 or 2.2 million subscribers. So how, if somebody's starting a side hustle, and I know this is kind of off the topic that we were just on, but what are some tips that you could give them that would really help everybody improve their social media?
So let's go through Built to Serve, because this is what the whole thing's about. So who, why, how, right? So your who is going to be fun. So already, if you have boring content, if you're bored by yourself, there's no way anybody else is going to like it. You need to lean even more in on the fun. For everything, for your guests coming on board, for the content you're putting up, all of it, you need to leverage the fun, even if it feels unprofessional or goofy or too silly but that's you. Like, it doesn't mean that it's not going to be helpful. Like, you can definitely learn through more I wish if I was more entertaining, I'd have even better results. So leaning in on what you value most. For me, my who is believe. So all of the content I put up has believe in it. You should hopefully feel more belief coming out of watching any of my videos. Any interview I do, I may not always achieve it, but it's always my intention going in. So for you, it should always be about, how do I have fun while helping people improve their mindset, right? So all your content, first of all, like, are you having fun making it? Are you having fun consuming it? If not, start to fix it. I should feel fun by looking at your stuff. Two, so your purpose comes from your pain, so you get into the why. So who, why, how. So you had a moment in your life where you had a really crappy mindset and felt low about yourself, and then something changed and you fixed it. Great. How old were you when you were at the lowest point?
Teenager.
Great. That's who you're talking to. So teenager you probably doesn't want to listen to me. Teenager you is like, you're a motivational guy with all your positivity and belief is garbage, right? Doesn't want to listen to me. But here's the thing. Teenager you looking at your content probably doesn't want to listen to you either. Mm-hmm. But you can connect to him. You can connect. You can connect to teenager you in a way that nobody else can. Through the fun, through the messaging. But you have to have teenager you in your head. Like imagine he's right in front of you. How are you going to pull him out of the hole that he's in to start, just plant the seed that maybe my mindset can change and I can improve my life, right? So that's who you're making the content for. So it's got to be fun and it's got to be geared towards teenager you, because there's lots of people who currently are teenager you. And they might be 40 years old, but they still have the mindset of teenager you. So that's the kind of content you have to make towards them. So who, why, how. So then how is like, how did you get out of it? Did you read a book? Did you watch cartoons? Did you watch a movie? You get a mentor? Like what was the most important thing that helped you get out of the hole you're in?
You know, and that's my other core value. That's kind of funny that you asked that, is inspiration. I want to inspire people to live the best life that they can live, whatever that looks like.
But hold on. What was the thing for you? Your teenager you, how did you break through?
I was inspired. So what ended up happening for me was I actually carried this into my adult years. Poor self-image, poor body image, all these things. And so I was inspired in 1995 at about the age of 25 at an Amway convention by Les Brown.
Mm. And why did you go to that convention?
I was in Amway. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I was trying to build an Amway business. I was young, dumb, full of stupidity and a lot of other things. But the one thing that it did was it put me on the path of personal development. And that's where everything started to really change for me. And I started to peel back the layers, deal with my issues, and make the changes that I needed to make.
Great. So how you got out of it was that experience of going to go see Les Brown. Now you need to create those experiences for other people. Like I could see you not just doing social media content, but also speaking at events or going to speak at schools and starting, like go talk to your high school, go talk to the local YMCA just to get the practice. Cause you're going to be the guy who, for some people said it was talking to the infinite game mindset guy, right? Like you're going to be the Les Brown for other people.
I love that. That felt good. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. But you're going to suck at doing it right now. Right.
Yeah.
Like, awesome. So everybody sucks at the start.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and go talk to a YMCA and you're not going to be Les Brown, but you're going to try. Like you're going to try your best to be the inspirational guy. And you might hit one person, like maybe one person in that crowd's like, man, you really spoke to me. But then the more you do it, the better you get. Like Les I love young Les Brown is my hero from a speaker. He's the man. But how much practice he put in to make it happen. And from being, homeless and sleeping in his office while trying to be a motivational speaker, right? Sounds nuts. In a time when personal development wasn't accepted and people didn't go to conferences and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So those three things, right? So it's like, how do I have fun in everything that I do and inject it into my brand, right? How do I talk to teenage me? And I would try to get a vivid moment so that teenage isn't just 13 to 19, but find a picture of you when you were 17 and hated your life or depressed or suicidal, whatever the worst moment is, and you look at that picture and then you go talk to that guy in a way that nobody's talked to that guy. Because Les Brown couldn't talk to 17-year-old you the way that you can talk to 17-year-old you.
Right.
And then you need to start creating experiences beyond just making social content. You need to start making experiences for people so that they can interact with you and you can start to change their life like Les did for you.
Wow, that's, dude, I wasn't expecting a coaching session when we did this, but that was a coaching, man, thank you. That was just incredible. That was really great.
And so that'll fill you up for life, dude. Like that's why I wrote Built to Serve, because you're going to be 95 years old in like a wheelchair, getting out there on the stage and doing the same thing. Like you'll still love it. You still love it. You'll be 95 years old, falling apart, and still love being on stage, creating the experience, laughing your face off and inspiring people. It'll never get old. Like, it's great. You got decades ahead of you of serving and having fun and uplifting people and changing their mindsets.
I do, and so do you. And you are.
Yeah.
And you're living it, and I love it. So when's the book? Is the book hit? Did it hit yet? Is it on Amazon? Can people get it?
Yeah, we have a pre-order campaign right now. So if anybody's pre-ordering, there's a whole bunch of bonuses. Okay. We're starting a 72-hour special tomorrow, but if you get it, is that the email? Yeah.
So can people still sign up? How can they sign up for this? How can do they go to your site and put in their email?
If you want all the bonuses, go to evancarmichael.com, and once the book launches, the special is going to be gone. So you get a signed copy by me. You get a whole bunch of extra bonuses and training and how to make money off of YouTube, and just a bunch of bonus training that's worth a couple $1,000. But after March 17th, book comes out, you can still pick it up on Amazon. It doesn't have all the bonuses, but you can still pick it up, and it's still going to be a worthwhile investment for you. And I'm so pumped to get in people's hands, dude. It's so exciting. Like what we just went through, that quick exercise, we go way more in detail in the book, but it's life-changing, man. Like if you come back in a year or 6 months and say, dude, I just gave my first 8 speeches in schools and on stages, and now I'm starting to get paid to do this, and like I see the impact, and people are writing to me and saying how much I changed their lives. It's like, that's the best, dude. And now you're off inspiring more people, right? Like I want to hit lots of you guys, and then you're the one hitting even more people.
Nice. So if you could give the audience, and this is going to go up, we are just getting our Instagram going, but we have a Facebook group that has, we launched in February. We're pushing 500 people now, and I'm going to be posting this video there. Leave them with one thing. What is it? If you could leave them with one thing.
Make yourself proud today.
Make yourself proud today.
Yeah, make yourself it's an inside game. Like here's the thing, for a lot of people listening, watching in your audience, or people coming from me, chances are you're the highest achiever of the people that you know. The people around you have jobs that they hate and never took a shot on themselves, and you're the highest achiever of the people in your group, at least the people that you hang with regularly. That becomes a problem, because everybody's telling you, man, look at you. You're doing it. You got your Facebook group going. You got your Instagram, man. You had Evan on. Like, you're doing all this stuff, man. You're doing, but inside, like, this is nothing compared to what I'm actually capable of doing. So even though you might be getting a lot of credit from the people around you, they hate their lives. So they're not the asset test. It's what do you think about yourself for the effort that you put in, even if you failed. Like, even if you came on today and the headset never worked and you vomited it on the screen or whatever, like the willingness to try. Did you try your max effort? Today, did you try your max effort? Like, if I'm leaving people with something, your max effort, are you going to hit the pillow? I have a thing called the pillow test. You hit your head on the pillow tonight. Are you proud of the effort you put in today? You, to yourself. I don't care how many likes you got, how much revenue you made today. Are you proud of the effort you put in today? Because if you did that every day, man, your life's going to change.
I love it. Evan, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for sharing with our audience. And, for everybody out there, Evan Carmichael, if we could give him a hand, we can't because it's social media, but get over, like his Instagram page, follow him on Facebook, go sign up, get the book, get the freebies. And again, thank you. And by the way, is that your wife that I've been emailing with, or is it your assistant, or is that one and the same? She's amazing.
Oh, well, Nina's my wife and Sandra's my assistant. So
then it's Sandra. So okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't get that too confused. So thanks again, my man. I appreciate it.
Much love, man. Best of luck.
You too. Thank you.